All right, well, welcome back to the podcast. You've got Eric here once again. As you can see, we've got another name change. Surprise, surprise. Life Off-Road. I think Life Off-Road is going to be it. I like the name. It rings a bell. It's just fitting for what we do. Outside and Off-Road was a good name. I liked it. That's why I put it there. But I like this one better. You know, STL Toyota Off-Road. That was very specific. You know, and we're still part of STL Toyota Off-Road. We'll always be a part of STL Toyota Off-Road. But I think that the name for the podcast needed to change. So Life Off-Road, here we are. I guess we'll move on from that. But today's episode is definitely going to require you guys to give me a little bit of feedback. Whether it's, on the podcast, wherever you guys listen to the podcast, or, on Facebook, when I'm going to post this when it's done. So, we'll get right into it. Off-road expeditions. What are they worth to you guys? We're gonna touch on a couple that are semi-local to our area. Explore USA and the Express Rally. Both of these companies are from northern Arkansas and the Ozarks. Both of them offer similar trips through the Ozarks and southern Missouri. The Ozarks of Missouri as well. So let's start with Explore USA. They offer there's one coming up, and I believe it's a 3-day 2-night, or maybe it's a 3-day 3-night. I'm not 100% sure on that, so excuse me for that. I did my homework, and then I'm here, and now I forgot. So anyways, through the Ozarks. I don't have the map of what they're doing, but the Ozarks is beautiful. Wherever they are going in the Ozarks, I'm sure it's going to be nice. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. Otherwise, I don't know why they would think there's a value to offer. Anyhow, what I'm getting at here, so it's a guided service. They limit their group to 6 rigs plus support. So with that would mean the guide, and I would imagine it also means the cook and media. Now, their media coverage is provided by Ozark Overland Adventures, which Matt McClellan, I'm probably saying that wrong, but he does the media for them. So he's a YouTuber. Like him or hate him, that's up to you. I like him. I watch his channel. You've seen a lot of the Ozarks, but a lot of people don't. I'm not even going to go there. I like him personally. We'll leave it at that. So they offer a guided trail. So you show up with a full drive vehicle. I know some of their other ones require a tire size of 33 and some experience, but I believe for the next one coming up, it is basically, I think, a stock four-wheel drive vehicle, high clearance four-wheel drive vehicle is what's required. So whether you buy a stock Tacoma, F-150, Ford Ranger, whatever it may be, I believe you are able to go on this trip. So no mapping required. You show up with you have to bring your camping gear. And then what else is required is you provide your own drinks, snacks, and lunch. They do provide a light breakfast and a dinner. So you show up, you do a trail, they set you up at camp. Not they don't set you up. I mean, they get you to camp and you set yourself up. They provide the dinner, wake up, trail, breakfast, trail, blah, blah, blah. You get the path here, what I'm getting at. So for this, with, not having to do any mapping, not having to worry about where you're going to camp at, not having to worry about breakfast, not having to worry about dinner, and the camaraderie of, hopefully complete strangers. I think that's great to meet these strangers from every walk of life. But you might have a few friends to get together that to decide to book this trip together. With only 6 spots, that's not very many. But anyways, my point being, that's all offered for $799, which we'll call it $800. So for this trip, $800. Now, my question to you guys is, how do you feel about that? Where do you stand on that? what is something like that worth to you? I'm not saying $800 is too much. That's not what I'm here to say. I think it's a fair price. But I want to know what you guys have to feel about that. The more experienced you are in the off-roading, the less likely you are to do this. Unless it is with a group of friends and you want to get out and not have to worry about these things. Just show up with your vehicle and run a trail, and you'll have your breakfast, you'll have your dinner, and you have a group of guys that are experienced will be able to recover you if need be. So there is a value there, whether you're a newbie, never doing this in your life before, or if you are a seasoned vet. I believe there's a value on both sides of this. So let's go explore USA. They're not the name yet, I wouldn't say, but they are definitely climbing the ladder. And they are offering a good thing. They have more than just the Ozarks available. There's a Kentucky trip coming up as well. I believe that's a little bit longer one. But if I remember correctly, that was the same price though. So for $7.99, that was a 4-day trip. Maybe it's the travel day. I'm not sure. Maybe you're leaving from Ozarks. I wasn't sure on that. But anyways, so $800. What would you add to, take from, or for this trip to be something that you would do? Would you pay the $800? What would you remove from that trip to make it cheaper? What would you add to it to make it even a better trip? Would you pay $1,000 if they added lunch and who knows what else? I'm not sure what else. They do. I believe there's a small hiking portion of this. Like they'll stop at a waterfall, and you guys hike to a waterfall as well. So I mean, you're seeing a lot, and you're getting out and stretching a little bit. That's a good thing. That's a cool thing. All right, on to the Express Rally. Express Rally is probably in our area the name for what they do. And the cool thing about Express Rally is it's not just overlanding. They also do the exotic cars as well, which is pretty cool. So the overland side of it. Now they are 15 to 20 rigs plus support vehicles. So that is a much larger group. So it's going to be a little bit different. So same kind of trips, Ozarks, Missouri, Arkansas. There's a good chance that some of these trails are the same trails even, but that doesn't matter. Two different groups is what I'm getting at here, okay? So they also offer breakfast and dinner. They also offer media coverage. They offer, I think you get 2 t-shirts. You get a sticker package with them as well. What else was it? I'm not sure. There is a small package that is also included with this. So the media coverage is by Black Elk, I believe it is. And their dinner was, I can't remember who the dinner was by. So Arkansas Off-Road Adventures did a video with them very recently. If you want to check them out, he did a pretty good video of what they do on that Express Rally. That was in the Ozarks as well. So that was a pretty good preview of what you could what they have to offer. The chef that they had, the catering chef that they had, he had a setup. He had a trailer he brought, and it looked pretty freaking phenomenal. I would say that dinner, I imagine those dinners were pretty spot on. The breakfasts look good too. So anyways, that's a big group. That is a 15 to 20 rigs is a big group. As you guys know, we're with STL Toyota Off-Road and Overland 573. We put together quite a few events throughout the year, with groups from 5 to over 20 vehicles we've had out there. Now, if you've been I'll get to the price here in a second, but if you've been in a group with 20 vehicles, you probably know how it goes. It can be a slow going day, especially if there is some not as experienced people along with you as well. For the more experienced, we can get through it in a fairly decent pace when you're in a big group. And I'm not. We are there for the unexperienced. We want them to come out and enjoy. So I'm not saying anything about that. It's fun to express our knowledge to them and help them through it. We like to express that. That's one of the things one of the reasons that that I do it and we do it. It is for the new people. What I'm saying is it is slower that way. You're getting out and you're spotting, and every time you get a group of 20 people together and you stop for whatever reason it may be, 5 people get out, 10 people get out, and getting those 10 people back in the vehicle after you start moving again. You always get out and you talk and you conversate, and that is fine. That is the nature of what we do. But what I'm getting at is it does slow things down. So having that many people in a group may be a slower day, but they've been doing this for a while, so they probably have it down pretty pat. Both of these companies get out and they scout these trails ahead of time. They know these trails well. They know what kind of pace that you probably should be moving at. So I'm sure that they have it down to a pretty good science on what they do. Express Rally also does offer events out west as well. These are bigger trips, more expensive trips, but essentially probably more epic trips as well. I don't know what those include. I know they include sticker pack, the t-shirts and whatnot. I don't know on the catering, and I don't know on the media on those trips. I was focusing more on the semi-local trips. But the Express Rally is also $799, so $800. So both of these companies are offering these expeditions in the Ozarks for $800. So yeah, I don't know if you were to have the $800, it would be basically which company would you want to go with? Express Rally is kind of the big dog right now. They got some really cool media coverage. They got a good chef. Not just that I know of. I don't know what kind of the Explorer USA. They're not as present in the social media as yet. There are videos out there from Matt McClellan, Ozark Overland Adventure, that you can watch. So you both get to document your whole trip. You get to go back years later and watch this on YouTube. It'll be forever on YouTube. And I'm not sure if they offer a personalized video as well. I'm not sure if the one that you see on YouTube is the only one they offer, or if you get a extended cut or media package that you get personal as well. I couldn't find that in the on either website. It just says media and photographer photos available. So I don't know. I would assume you probably get a personalized package as well. So $800. What is that? Is that worth it to you guys? Like I said, I want some feedback in the comments here. What would you add to or take away from either one of these expeditions to either get the price where you want it, or would you add more money to get more for them to offer more? Is a 3-day too long? Is a 3-day not long enough? Would you pay more to have a week-long expedition, or would you rather have a weekend is the only thing you can do, or you only have one day off on the weekend? You're off Saturday, you're off Sunday, whatever it may be. Would you rather show up Sunday morning 8 a.m. and do an 8-hour expedition, 6-hour expedition, whatever it may be? Stop for lunch. You bring your own snacks, you bring your own lunch, and a day-long expedition is offered. That the mapping is all taken care of already. Recovery, you don't have to worry about recovery. And we go see some really cool stuff. A nice trail ride. Whether it could be a 4 service roads where you just cover a lot of miles and see some pretty country, or do some mild to wild off-roading even. Where is this all? Where does this put you all? If somebody in the comments would like to even lay out, what you would like, from start to finish, let us know. We want to know. We've hinted it. We've even put it out there. Overland 573, we're going to be doing expeditions. I just want to know where you guys are at on it, and I want some input on this. This is good information, and the listeners are going to be our customers, and we want to be able to offer the best value for you guys and be able to do this to the best of our abilities for you guys. And we want you guys to feel like you're getting a good value. As I think I said this before, I don't think $800 for either one of those expeditions is an outrageous price. I think there is a lot of value in what we do. We're pre-running the trails. We are finding the trails. We have the experience. We have the knowledge. And the meals covered, and even the media covered. There's a significant value to all of that. And I know the dollar doesn't go very far these days. So that's why I want to know what you guys have to think about this. I think it's a good topic, and it's something that's relevant to what we do. But anyways, yeah, I want some feedback here. Let us know in the comments here. This is not a video version this time. This is just an audio version of the podcast. But anyways, yeah, let us know. Let us know what you guys think about it. Where you're at with it. These are all family-friendly events. Dog-friendly events. Bring the family. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been both of them. For an additional, I think it was an additional driver, which would just be anybody over the age of 16. It was an additional $55. So anything under 16, two children under 16 was just included in the price. So, you could have, for $855, you could have, your family of four, you, your wife, and two children for $850. That's not that bad of a value. With getting breakfast included and getting your dinner by a professional chef included, and not having to worry about the trails, not have to worry about recovery. You have spotters available, media coverage. So this is forever in your life. Your children that are going with you, 10 years down the road can look this up and say, hey, we did this. So anyways, just let us know, please. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one, and we look forward to the comments. And hey, let me know about the new name as well. Life Off Road. I kind of like it. Anyways, till next time.